everyone's looking for a new way to make money. We want to make that as frictionless as possible. So here's an actual structural change to how we make money as a developer. It's not just get a job, or it's not just build your own company. It's like, why can't I just focus on the code and let other companies leverage it for their offerings, their services. For Codugh, it's definitely the micropayments side of things. Like historically, Stripe, the biggest payment processor in the world right now, is used by most tech companies, charges a fee of 2.9% plus 30 cents, I think, starting. So if you think about that at a micropayment level, that pretty much means like under 33 cents, you can't transact on Stripe.
Yep.
And while that might seem like nothing to a developed economy, there's a lot of the world out there where, you know, the US dollar is actually worth a lot more in their local currency. We have all this talent in places outside the developed economy who are pretty much just looking for a way to capitalize on their skills. And we think this whole idea of, you know, using micropayments complemented by Bitcoin itself is a brand new way to, I guess, unlock all this talent. One of them is charities, social support services, where you now have traceability to know, if I donated to this cause in a certain location, that the money actually ends up in that location. It's another super cool use case. I grew up with video games. I love them. And I think that it makes sense. It's a logical progression in terms of, you know, commoditizing video game assets and putting it on chain. One of, I think, the biggest problems that I faced as a developer in Bitcoin was that there's no centralization of resources or knowledge. I had to ask a single person who might ask another person to solve a question that I have. I think for a developer, that experience should definitely all be online and centralized somewhere. So a Bitcoin Wiki, at least, is something I definitely think would be a super useful tool. Well, I think there's a few parts. The first part is building a really tight-knit community, so people don't feel nervous or afraid to just bounce ideas off each other or to challenge each other's thoughts. I don't know if there's a super cool piece of framework or technology that is useful to all the BSV devs. Maybe that could be an open source project that a lot of people can contribute to, like a library, and you're actually, you know, encouraging all these devs at the DevCon to actually contribute to that library or that technology. I think the next big milestone is definitely applications built on top of BSV. More so that it's not, you know, limited to this group of people who are super into the tech, but more unlocking the general public towards BSV without them even knowing. The general user doesn't need to worry about memorizing a 12-word seed to be using BSV. The application can be settling data, it could be, you know, initiating transactions between custodial wallets in the platform without the end user ever having to go through the complexity of setting up their own Bitcoin wallet.